Okay, we are now in Ortega.
Oh, I just assumed it would be instant death.
Too
Hey,
late.
there
You
it
realize
is.
that walking around unprotected this planet is hazardous to your health. You feel your blood begin to boil. So
Okay.
this is what it's like walking on the pavement here in summer.
No, it's not. Look, your shoes are the only thing that survived, rather than the first casualty.
But don't worry, if you're wearing thermal underwear...
Are you fucking shitting me? Fine, whatever. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you know, thermal underpants do thermal underpants things. That's how this works.
And it's very sensible that they protect you. Well, I mean, I guess your feet are already clearly insulated since your boots are the only thing that survived.
They're space boots. You've walked around in outer space with them, I'm sure.
Sure. And your suit. The same is not true.
You're probably right on that front.
I mean, I don't want to logic too hard at this stupid-ass cartoon game.
Mm-hmm. After all, it doesn't matter as long as it's funny, right?
I mean, yes.
So is it funny yet?
I'm an unfair judge.
It's not funny.
I'm sure it would be funnier if I'd worked my way through it as it was meant to happen. A little bit funnier. Not necessarily a full unit of 1.0 funny.
There's a certain divorced energy to all the comedy in the space quests.
He wants my seat. And you can't have my seat, bitch. You can't have this. Oh, no. Alright, fine. We're gonna make this work. Okay. This. Okay. You gotta fit in there.
He can fit. He's more bendy than you imagine.
It's quite foldable. Oh.
But is it funny, though?
Okay, closer to funny. Like, approaching a unit of 1.0 funny.
Alright. Well, we just saw some pirates doing a thing, and you know they're pirates because the narration calls them pirates, and that's how you know they're good pirates.
Ah.
Yep.
See, that's what I mean. Like, this narration can't just be him. Cause he knows some shit.
Use telescope, okay. A planet that didn't show up on my scanner because of the big device stopping people from noticing the planet.
Okay, why not?
Okay. Yeah, let's see. We need
Break stuff.
take grenade.
Not nearly enough breaking stuff in this.
Take bomb. Look in box.
Good thing.
Take detonator. If you take two, you do blow your fingers off with it. Take pole. Yoink. See, I broke some stuff.
You didn't break it. You just took it. That's different.
Alright, and now...
It's very...
Thrilling infiltration gameplay.
It's just one of those things where you have to walk behind the edges of a thing in the right spot.
I am essentially doing a maze.
That's one of my
Not
favorite
a very
Sierra
difficult maze.
things. When we do Black Cauldron, you'll get to enjoy the rock maze.
Okay, let's drop detonator in hole.
Oh, okay. Flee.
Climb. Down.
Clinton.
Climden. Here at Climden and Associates. It's a lot easier to do this game when I'm not having a dog lick my fingers. Oops. I may have set off an
You blew
explosion.
up the whole planet?
Parts of it.
Sure, but it's paying for something with a voucher that you need to be exterminated for.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
No one's here on this crap hole.
There were all those pirates!
Yeah, and they left.
Who you judged as being pirates.
Accurately, apparently.
They could have been doctors without space borders.
See, the joke here is that they're pirates, but they're from space, because they're space... They're space pirates, but the thing is they're software pirates. Like, the whole joke here is that they're copying software.
Hilarious.
Vault gap.
I'm feeling a bit less solidarity with the developers now.
Jump with pole. Use pole.
Gotcha.
The Romanian judge gives you a 9.5. What's Romania?
It is interesting to me the places in which they, like, come up with, like, a bland name or a parody or whatever, and the places in which they just use the name of the real world thing, or indeed the thing from Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it undermines the overall tone a little bit.
And yeah, now we're done with Ortega. We can go back to Ortega, if you want to die.
Alright, don't go back to Ortega. You clearly have doomed it.
Uh-huh. Don't need to go to Fleabut. Don't need to go to Monolith Burger. Pestulon!
Okay.
Now, would you believe me if I told you we were now in the end game?
I have to assume we are.
There we go.
Man, so much of this was just wandering around, huh?
Yeah, there's nothing structural holding this game. There's no quest. In Space Quest 1, you wake up in a closet after finding out that your workplace has suddenly been attacked by alien invaders and they've stolen something from your work. And you're the only person in a position with the codes and the right materials to get it back. So you go and ramshackle a rescue and get it back. In Space Quest 2, someone involved in that hates you enough to kidnap you and want to make you work in a slave mine until you die. And you escape and in the process kill them. That's two very legitimate, quests, even if they have a whole bunch of dicking around between them. This shit, on the other hand...
Alright, answering a distress call and saving some innocent...
Start with a distress call.
Developers, but...
Start with a distress call. Don't start with the whole extra quest where I had to go and play a video game enough. I had to run out of things to do enough that I played a video game enough
that's really
to get a coded message.
Yeah, okay.
The only incentive you have to play Astro Chicken is, well, what else can I do?
That is, at that point, space hanging around at the mall.
Wear belt. Let's save here. Another planet of suspiciously easily drawn and EGA graphics.
I mean, part of the benefit of space is that a lot of space occurs in cyan, magenta, and violent green.
Welcome to Scumsoft.
Huh?
Okay. Use belt.
Oh, hey, yeah, they never used the footsteps thing again, did they?
We're going to Scumsoft.
That kind of sucks.
Yep. And the belt is out of power. Every cool thing you have, you lose.
Yeah, well, look, being able to turn invisible at will is kind of obviously overpowered for this,
and now,
this game concept.
Observe.
Oh, he has another more different sprite. Extra big and chunky.
And I would like to point out, dude is jacked.
Yeah, they only know how to draw one kind of guy. Well, and horribly upsetting alien guys. Have you considered just turning the game speed down? Or are you going back and forth on purpose for weird reasons?
I'm trying to get in this door.
You are trying to get in the door, okay, yeah. That's what I thought. It looked like you were just missing it.
If you tell me to get closer.
Pretty much did.
A janitor's closet!
Quest over!
To be, yeah, as above, so below. Okay. Take coveralls. Don't be suspicious of a janitor. This seizing the opportunity moment to dump all the items you've been pocketing along the way, because none of them could be useful.
Yep.
It's a Mr. Garbage, a trash vaporizer. And behold, as we enter an arcade sequence. I kid you not.
Oh,
Sort of.
that doesn't sound like a great idea.
Okay. So what happens here is there a special button for it?
Vapor calc?
Nope, that's just a calculator.
Okay, why
See?
wouldn't there be a calculator? Sure, why not?
Use Mr. Garbage. Okay.
Can you do repeat loss command?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what you need to do is now fail to ever miss walk past. If you ever walk past a garbage, you have to use the Mr. Garbage on it. You have to hit. You can't hit the ground, because if you do...
Okay, hope people decide that you're suspicious.
Yeah.
No janitor would ever...
Or they just think you're a shitty janitor. Take a picture.
Yeah, but I assume shitty janitors don't get shot on sight.
Copy picture. Cabinet. Rehang picture. Hang picture. Yeah. Try to remember the path through here. That's right. You gotta go here. Use the garbage.
Wow.
And this is how it pauses every time.
Yeah, it was fun the first time. Now it's just kind of annoying.
Uh-huh. Welcome to Space Quest.
Wow.
I think we're doing okay.
Actually, it's more kind of a... Zoing.
Yeah, there's definitely a Nui in there.
Boing. Yeah. Zoing.
Uh-oh.
Boing. Oh, you don't immediately die.
You get a limited number of shots, and then...
Yoing.
There you go.
Yoing. So if you miss enough times, what? They just get angry at you and vaporize you?
A
What?
drone comes in and encases you in jello. And hey, look at this. This is how computer games got made in the 1980s. There was a dude with a whip.
I didn't realize this was a documentary.
Yeah. Check it out here, and oh no, they've impounded the spaceship we got.
Ah.
Oh no.
What's the skull ships?
You know, Scumsoft's skull ships. The
Okay.
things the software company needs.
That seems like something you'd know about. Hey, that guy went.
Yeah, Elmo Pug. The guy in charge of this whole business.
I assume you, talk to him or something?
Nope.
No?
He doesn't want to talk to you. You're a janitor.
Uh-huh.
You're a lowly janitor. You just need to go past his office and then leave. That is how it goes in this space of a quest. But I got a picture of him, which I will need for very important reasons.
Is it to fake an ID?
Listen, you. Listen. Just because it's the most obvious option. Yes.
I, for one, can't see any reason that they would have more advanced security than just photo IDs in future space.
Use ID. Use photo.
Yeah, so this happens on a weekly basis.
Yeah. Press button. No, wrong side. My bad.
You know what? Astonishingly nice of them to walk you over to the button instead of saying, "What button?"
And now you free them from their jello prison with the Mr. Garbage.
How come that doesn't vaporize them?
Well, you're only vaporizing the jello, I guess. They discovered our text message. We coded it the Astro Chicken game and sent us here as punishment. Let's get out of here before we're discovered.
That was a good unit of joke. Roger Wilco, you admit.
Yeah.
I like that. Good writing. Gold star. Just for that one line. For this, you get nothing.
Also, there's a lot of energy in how Elmo talks. Nobody's going anywhere. Yeah, he's got that right body motion.
We know. We saw the ship. Wow, that was incredibly elaborate for not just shooting you on the spot.
Yeah, why didn't they just shoot me? I don't know.
I mean, obviously,
I know why. It's
let
for
you
this.
finish the game and whatnot, but like the whole company was there.
Uh-huh.
Just like taking a quick break. Oh, so they gave you a mech.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Well, it's gonna suck. So you're damaging him on the block? Or am I imagining that?
You're not imagining it.
Okay. Looks like he also recovers health when he hits you, though.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, it's like an energy thing. You also use it when you punch if you miss. Sure, okay.
Well, trying that again.
That was so great and fun.
Like, I get it. Like, Space Quest always had arcade sequences and they were always kind of dire.
Yeah, and they were always kind of dire. So why not have them, or at least don't make them for, like, pivotal stuff?
And you might wonder, like, what's the actual reasoning here? What's happening?
I assume he wants to beat you personally.
I don't know, yeah. Like, he wants to beat the janitor, I guess. And this is... You might wonder, how far through the game are we? The answer is, this is, like, the second last
Yeah,
stage.
I assume this was the last bit.
Yep.
But maybe there's an escape sequence with the two little douches.
Yeah, you are right, but...
Hey! This is so boring I can't even be bothered to impersonate the sound effect.
And, like, I'm not good at it, but also being good at it is really hard.
Yeah, it doesn't look like something with a lot of skill to it. It looks like you're guessing whether or not he will punch. And if you guess wrong, you get hit.
Pretty much. And like turning the animation down so I've got a better chance of telling when he's about to punch his...
Does it slow down that much? Jeez, how slow was this originally then?
Yeah. Well, I'm not at default speed yet.
Ugh. Well, I mean, at least if it's meant to be really slow so you can see it telegraphed, then the difficulty makes more sense. Doesn't make it more fun, but...
Like, you know, I don't know how much I had there to anticipate, or how good a job I was doing of anticipating it.
Listen, I'm just going to assume that by now in the video, you have fast-forwarded through this until you have won, and you're going to dub over it with, like, the Benny Hill theme.
Alright, let's try that again.
Damn it, I'm no good at waffling stories. I was gonna try and do like a microphone record story like Dankpods does.
That's because that's improvisational fiction, which involves doing things quickly, which... You
Hey! I can do things quickly! What I can't do is improvise fiction, because I always get caught up in the details of like, no, wait, that's a terrible idea, I need to fix that before I can move on. And at that point, your improvisation is over.
It's true.
You know what I like? I like wombats. And my dog. Who's very loud. Oh, he must have seen a cat or a bat or something. Eddie. Okay, I'm gonna try that bit again. So you know what I like? I like wombats. Wombats are great. They don't get enough attention because, like, the only Australian animals Americans know are, like, kangaroos and snakes. And quokkas now. I guess it's quokkas are that photogenic. They got some attention. But, like, wombats is where it's at, man. They're so fucking cute. And they're, like, cool little indestructible nugget things that are just, like, a head and a body and stupid little stump legs that are barely legs. But that just makes them even better. And they crash things and they dig things, and you'll be like, you'll put them in a room and you'll be like, you'll be safe in here, and they'll be like, what fucking room? I'ma end this room situation right now. And it's great.
What pug, you awful turd. Go down. Ah!
No! Oh, my wombat standing did not help. Oh wow, you can actually go past each other.
Yeah.
Huh! Advanced gameplay! Several dimensions!
I think I might have lightly confused it too, because it seems to be having a much harder time judging the distance to hit me.
Oh, awesome! Yeah! Yeah! You worked it out!
Move around behind him.
You fucking hacked it!
Can't sense motion. There we go. That
sucked! What do you mean he's not even dead?
Yeah, I apparently die instantly. Maybe he just has a better robot.
Well, his has, like, safety features installed.
Yeah.
His had, like, a roll cage, and
Mine
a helmet
just
and
sucks.
stuff, and a seatbelt.
Alright, okay. Gosh, Roger, we really appreciate you saving us and all. Use computer.
How did I know your name?
Lightspeed, non-functional.
No, sorry, you definitely told them your name. How do they call you Rog?
Well, they're California guys. Alright, we go to weapon systems. And now we do a little fighting minigame.
Another minigame?
Yep.
Oi. Okay, it can't be as bad as the one we just did. That one was real bad.
Gotta wait until it tells me, oh, there's people coming at us. Was it worth the $59.95?
Hell no! That's American $59.95. This is like a $100 game.
In 1980s.
Jeez. That's so expensive. I'd legit be mad if I paid that much money for this game.
I'll put the radar on. Okay, I have the radar on. Okay.
I know I would have been more impressed by it at the time.
Back. Okay.
But I feel like even after playing the first couple of Space Quests, this will be something you'd be a little cross to have paid that much money for.
Yep. No target. Because, like, you know, someone made this interface, they might as well use it a second time, right?
It seems a lot better than the previous minigame.
Come on. Here we go. This, simply put, yeah. This, you know, it's going to tell you there's a target coming from your front or your back. And then it gives you a chance to track it and shoot it. Repeat until game end.
How many repeat? Tell me it wasn't the same number of shits we saw parked in the thing.
God, I hope not. Though you know that someone did actually probably at some point package this up as a minigame package
probably
to sell. Protecting myself in the ring. How'd we do? Roger has killed many men.
We surrender!
My shields are still green?
Wait, that's a joke that only works on you because the listener wouldn't know that that's my screamy voice.
Yeah. There we go.
Trust me, that's really funny if you were part of the 4 people who were involved in that reading of classic early Terry Pratchett works.
Okay. Yeah. Now, can we get something to eat? And at this point, the game is playing itself. Like, I can't actually rush things along.
I'm super glad these guys are here to talk you out for an outro.
You inform the 2 guys that Lightspeed is no longer functional. They're not overtly pleased by this piece of news.
There's still plot going on?
What? Now I'll never get any food. Some rescuer you are.
God, you're getting spaced.
Hey, what's this thing on the wall? I mean, I did find this thing in a junkyard.
Uh-huh.
You know, a fan belt came off in the Lightspeed generator.
How is that guy spelling says differently?
S-E-Z?
Yeah.
You know what he said? You know what he meant, though.
Yeah, but it sounds the same as says. How do you know he was spelling it differently?
Yeah. Phonetic accents. Don't give him too much grief.
What a weird fucking end sequence. Is this just the sequel hook? Are you just getting shot into hyperspace with no idea where you're going, the end?
The sequel has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
Though you're gonna hate this ending.
Oh no! Is this a Go to Earth ending? No! Oh, that's the space equivalent of It Was All a Dream. It is a Go to Earth ending. You wake up and they're gonna go and work at Sierra, which would definitely be better than the previous place they worked. Or did I?
A parallel universe.
Thanks, I hate it.
Seemingly habitable planet.
It's got a lovely Africa.
That's North America and South America, Fox. You can't pretend that was a deliberate joke. I know your sense of geography.
Well, it kind of was a joke in that, like, deliberately not recognizing American stuff is one of the things that I do because Americans are so shitty about it.
It's true, like, they're just the worst.
They get very cross when you don't already know their shit.
But this is, like...
Which is extra annoying, because of course I fucking know your shit. Everybody knows your shit. Your shit is unavoidable.
This is late into a video, though, so they're not gonna fucking know about it. We can say what we want.
So I'm free to piss off the Americans? Cool. See? No personality whatsoever. Ah! Oh my god! There is something downright amazing about online being hyphenated.
That's what the game company was called.
Vintage
back
shit.
in the early 90s.
No! Okay, fine, game. You got one real peek the mic laugh out of me.
One really genuine laugh.
You earned it. I mean, really, it wasn't the game that earned the joke. It was me trying to parody it and then being delighted that I had in fact not parodied it and just predicted it. So really, it's my laugh and they can't have it. Well, I mean, it's not fair to evaluate one of these games on a run-through where you know what you're doing.
It's worse if you don't.
I can't agree with that, because the wandering around and the bullshit is definitely an important part of the experience.
No, fair enough.
You can... However much... whatever enjoyment or appeal was there in the first place... does not come through on a knowledgeable replay.
That's fair.
Now, I'm not saying that it was necessarily brilliant or great the first time either. It was probably infuriating, but, you know, I just feel that for these games you have to accept that infuriating is on the menu.
So here's the thing. Do you know something you didn't see in the whole game?
What I didn't see.
Anything that's a woman.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
I mean, well, one of the alien tourists might have been a woman.
Maybe.
They did seem to be a couple, and this game is not advanced enough to have gayness, so...
Yeah.
I assume one of them was a woman.
So, yeah, that's Space Quest 3, a quest game that's just kind of kicking around the couch.
We literally went to McDonald's and played video games.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. Like I said, I don't think I can evaluate it fairly based on this playthrough, but that story was dog shit.
Yep. You can tell because the next game has nothing to do with it.
Did they just loop back into their joke ending?
Yep.
Brilliant! Very funny.
So yeah, that was Space Quest 3, chosen because it was the easiest version of this to make.
Yeah, it sure was pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
But when your gameplay is based on trial and error, that's what's gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And also, we now know how long it takes us to do one of these, so we can do something a bit more ambitious next time.
What's your opinion? Worst of the Space Quests, or...
You know what? Yeah, actually, Space Quest 3, despite the fact that it's my favorite engine for any of them, is probably the... Like, I have the most fond memories of this. I'm very nostalgic about this one, but yeah, it's probably literally the worst game. Just because halfway through the game, you're still like, what am I doing?
That is definitely taking the, discovering the way forward by chance to a logical extreme that is very uncomfortable.
Like, the midpoint of this game of just twerping around in space looking at things is actually kind of like the life that that normally Roger is trying to get back to.
Yeah, now see, that's the bit that I feel is missing, and that I couldn't evaluate it fairly without. Like, it probably was fun to fuck about in the middle of this game. Just explore stuff. See funny dialogue. And see dialogue.
Encounter a surprising number of slurs.
Ooh. We skipped a lot of slurs then!
Yeah, well, there's a thing that's in this game that's definitely a slur, and it's meant to be funny.
He said it to me and I made this face.
So, this game had an appearance of an woman for an moment.
Possibly. A probable woman.
Yep. And that's it. That's the kind of game they were making when Sierra was really putting the thumbscrews to them. Apparently, they want to keep making Space Quest games to some extent, but obviously they have difficulty with what's available and like rights and whatnot. And I appreciate the desire to continue improving and continue doing new work, but boy, this one shows its age.
Oh, you're right. The slur did appear in the end credits. Brilliant.
Anyway, shall we wrap it up here?
Yeah, let's wrap it up here. You can cut appropriately.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.